next week on The Young and the Restless.
The truth, Audra. That is all I ask.
I did it. I agreed to Victor's quid pro quo.
The Young and the Restless spoilers. Nikki's hospital emergency. Victor's tearful bedside plea. The Young and the Restless. Y&R. Spoilers reveal that Nikki Newman's Melody Thomas Scott headaches are going to get even worse and leave Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinley, with questions about the source of them. Although migraines are common for people with MS, Nikki is experiencing a new level of pain here. Nikki can't seem to shake these excessively excruciating headaches, so it's easy to see why Victoria will start to wonder if something could be seriously wrong. Although Nikki may brush off Victoria's concerns, she won't be able to do that indefinitely. That's because spoilers confirm Nikki is indeed headed for a major health crisis storyline. Y&R head writer Josh Griffith confirmed that news during a recent interview with SOD and opened up a bit about the road ahead for Nikki and Victor Newman, Eric Braeden. This story will shake things up for the separated duo and could be the start of fixing this broken marriage. It's going to be a very frightening period for Nikki, and we're going to be dying for that to be the catalyst for Victor's turn back towards her, Griffith said. Victor has been angry over Nikki's loyalty to Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, but that may become far less important than whatever medical problem Nikki's dealing with. Griffith hinted that Nikki's terrible health drama could have a profound effect on Victor. The hope is that when it crosses a line to something where there is jeopardy to the person you love, do you let go of all over the anger and embrace them to help them through it? We can only pray that he does, Griffith said about Victor's potential change of heart. Since Griffith also confirmed that love would ultimately conquer all, there's no need to worry about Victor and Nikki's happy ending. Nikki and Victor will come out of all this stronger on the other side, but there'll be some scary moments in the meantime. At some point, Nikki may collapse from whatever she's up against, whether it be a brain tumor or something else. This could pave the way for Nikki's hospital emergency and lead to Victor making a tearful bedside plea. Victor may push Nikki to pull through, so they can get their life together back on track. This could lead to Victor's breaking point and make him see that Nikki's survival is what matters most to him. The Young and the Restless spoilers suggest the thought of losing Nikki will be hard on Victor, so stay tuned for his reaction to her medical woes. CDL's the place to be for sizzling Young and the Restless spoilers and news, so make us your favorite Y&R hotspot. Genoa City is about to be shaken by a frightening crisis that could leave the powerful Newman family reeling. According to the latest Young and the Restless spoilers, Nikki Newman finds herself at the center of a shocking medical emergency that sends her loved ones into panic mode. As doctors rush to stabilize her condition, Victor Newman faces one of the most terrifying moments of his life. The business titan who has spent decades overcoming enemies and protecting his family suddenly finds himself powerless, while the woman he loves fights for her future. The drama begins when Nikki appears to be enjoying a relatively peaceful period in her life. Despite the endless family conflicts and corporate battles that surround the Newman dynasty, she's been doing her best to keep everyone together. However, subtle warning signs begin to emerge. Friends notice that Nikki seems unusually tired. She brushes off concerns and insists she is simply exhausted from the constant stress that comes with being a Newman. Unfortunately, those close to her soon realize something far more serious may be happening. During a family gathering, Nikki suddenly experiences a frightening episode that leaves everyone stunned. What begins as a moment of dizziness quickly escalates into a full-blown medical crisis. Loved ones rush to her side as panic spreads through the room. Emergency responders are called immediately, and Nikki is transported to the hospital while family members struggle to understand what has happened. News of Nikki's condition spreads rapidly throughout Genoa City. Victoria is devastated when she learns her mother has been hospitalized. She immediately drops everything to be by Nikki's side. Nick is equally shaken and races to the hospital, desperate for answers. Even family members who have been involved in recent disputes find themselves putting their differences aside as concern for Nikki becomes the only thing that matters. For Victor, however, the situation is especially heartbreaking. Throughout the years, Victor and Nikki have endured countless obstacles together. They have survived betrayals, scandals, family feuds, and personal tragedies. Time and again, their love has managed to overcome every challenge placed before them. Yet this crisis feels different. For perhaps the first time in a long while, Victor is confronted with the possibility that there may be a battle he cannot win. At the hospital, doctors work tirelessly to determine the cause of Nikki's sudden collapse. Tests are ordered, specialists are consulted, and the waiting game begins. The uncertainty proves almost unbearable for the Newman family. Victor paces the hospital corridors, demanding updates and refusing to leave. His usual confidence begins to crack as fear takes hold. Those around him witness a side of Victor Newman that rarely emerges. The powerful patriarch who normally commands every situation is consumed by worry. As Nikki remains unconscious, Victor sits beside her hospital bed. Sources suggest viewers may witness some of the most emotional scenes the couple has shared in years. Victor speaks softly to Nikki, recalling memories from their long journey together. He reminds her of the challenges they have already survived and begs her not to give up now. His emotional bedside plea leaves even hospital staff moved. Victor tells Nikki that their story is not finished. He insists there are still memories left to make and family milestones left to celebrate. Fighting back tears, he urges her to keep battling and return to the people who love her. The scenes promise to showcase the deep bond that has made Victor and Nikki one of daytime television's most enduring couples. Meanwhile, the medical crisis creates ripple effects throughout Genoa City. Victoria begins questioning whether she has spent enough time with her mother. Nick struggles with guilt over recent family tensions. Other members of the Newman clan find themselves reflecting on what truly matters. Long-standing conflicts suddenly seem insignificant when compared to the possibility of losing Nikki. The emergency also opens the door for unexpected alliances. Characters who normally find themselves on opposite sides may unite as they rally around the Newman matriarch. Old grudges could be temporarily forgotten as everyone focuses on supporting Nikki and helping Victor through the ordeal. Yet not everyone is convinced the situation is purely medical. Rumors begin circulating that there may be more to Nikki's collapse than initially believed. Some wonder whether outside forces could be involved. Given the Newman family's long list of enemies, speculation grows that someone may have played a role in triggering the crisis. If those suspicions prove true, the situation could become even more dangerous. Victor is unlikely to sit quietly if he believes someone intentionally harmed Nikki. In fact, the mere suggestion of foul play could unleash the ruthless side of Victor that viewers know all too well. Anyone responsible for threatening Nikki would quickly find themselves facing the wrath of a man determined to protect the woman he loves. As the mystery deepens, hospital updates remain frustratingly limited. Doctors continue monitoring Nikki closely while family members wait anxiously for signs of improvement. Every movement, every test result, and every change in her condition becomes a source of hope or fear. The emotional toll begins affecting everyone around her. Victoria attempts to remain strong for the family, but private moments reveal her growing anxiety. Nick tries to stay optimistic, though he struggles to hide his concern. Even Victor's legendary determination is tested as hours stretch into days without clear answers. Then comes a moment that changes everything. A slight movement from Nikki offers the first real sign of hope. Family members gather near her bedside, desperate to see whether she is finally waking up. The tension becomes almost unbearable as Victor holds her hand and waits. Will Nikki open her eyes? Will she recover fully? Or is the Newman family facing an even greater challenge ahead? The answers remain uncertain, but one thing is clear. Nikki's hospital emergency will have lasting consequences throughout Genoa City. Relationships may be strengthened, secrets may be exposed, and priorities may shift as characters confront the fragility of life. Most importantly, the storyline promises to highlight the enduring love story between Victor and Nikki. No matter what obstacles stand in their way, their connection continues to serve as one of the emotional foundations of The Young and the Restless. As viewers prepare for the dramatic episodes ahead, all eyes will be on Nikki's hospital room. The future of the Newman family hangs in the balance, and Victor's tearful bedside plea may become one of the most unforgettable moments of the season.